Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized. Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Alright, and here we go. So first and foremost, I would like to go find a pure copper and iron node and limestone. Due to some bugs I encountered in initially trying to record this episode, I actually ended up finding them, know where they're at, so we're just going to go ahead and head over in that direction. But I did start in the desert biome because I would like to enjoy the nice open space that is available. Yes, it will be a little difficult to get organic material for fuel, but it won't be that bad. We do have a decent amount of vegetation around, and with the objective of getting to coal power as soon as possible, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue overall. And then once we get something simple with iron and copper set up and we get a few tiers unlocked in the hub, is this Caterium? Awesome. This is exactly what I wanted to find because this is what I will also be prioritizing as well. Caterium is very powerful in the early game. And what we'll need to do in order to find more of it, granted I know where some is we'll want to tap into the hub. I'm sorry, not the hub, but the MAM. And that will allow us to research where to find Caterium and pull it up on our scanner. I'll grab some more just to have on hand. But the Caterium is really powerful for 2 reasons. Biggest one being, to me, the Blade Runners. The amount of mobility they offer definitely speeds things up. And in terms of speeding things up, you'll see me slide jumping. For those unaware, this is actually a slight speed boost. So that way, you slide and then you can jump. You can just keep holding slide actually when you jump. And just go back into a slide and then you just keep jumping. You cannot slide up an incline, however. But the second other powerful aspect of Caterium is the Mark II power poles that it will offer. Ooh. The Mark II poles are just really helpful. You have a few extra power connections. I believe it's like 4, so it goes up to like, I think 7, and then 10 is Mark 3, but that's going to be a ways away. Additionally, I'll also be killing any of the fauna that I come across. The drops from them, be it the carpus or the alien organs, are incredibly valuable fuel resources early game. Oh, let's actually double check. Okay, so we don't have the bug, which is great. The PAK Utility Mod, which I normally run for a variety of reasons, was actually glitching out the start, where I needed to essentially follow the tutorial even if I had checked off the option to skip it. So, but here we have our pure node for iron. We just tapped into the copper one previously, and there's a limestone one pretty close by as well. I don't know why this guy's running. Fight me. Let's see. So yeah, we're just going to be doing, you know, some very basic startup, as I'm sure many of you are familiar with, just, you know, gathering the resources and whatnot. I'm going to put the hub up here, and I'm going to face it with the generators toward us, which I believe is here. Yes. Just go ahead and get rid of these exclamations. Go ahead and drop off our power slug and our Caterium. We're not going to need that for a bit, or these. Go ahead and top up our HP real quick. We can go ahead and drop these off. I'm really excited. I watched the update 6 information about more body slots and whatnot. That seems really exciting, especially with the changes to the map and tracking items without the need of using beacons and the change to radio towers. I'm really excited for that. And it was one of the main reasons why I'm looking at getting back into this as well. And kind of getting away from the tutorials. That way I can just kind of, you know, fall in love with the game again and really enjoy it. Because I definitely had a really good experience just playing through the game normally. I definitely learned a lot of things playing through the game normally. But then obviously, you know, the ability to go into creative mode and just kind of freeform explore and kind of draft, you know, builds was obviously very appealing. So I also focused on doing that. But let's go ahead and take a look at our what we're going to be unlocking. You know, Mark II would be strong, obviously. So it's a pretty efficient means in acquiring resources, especially off of a pure node. But we are going to need the logistics to actually benefit from that, where we can split a line of 120 into two 60s, and then down to, you know, several 30s. So I think we're going to focus on logistics, and then we'll do logistics Mark II, and then I think probably the field research here, so that way we can get the man. Excuse me. But I think, yeah, we'll go with this first and prioritize here. Be doing quite a bit of manual crafting and kind of working through that, which I will just be speeding through overall, and just kind of work through all these milestones. But as we're doing, you know, the more interesting things along the way, I'll be sure to, you know, show those overall. But yeah, this being my first Let's Play series, you know, I've never done a Let's Play before, so in terms of the actual workflow and, you know, finding my flow and rhythm, and to an extent my voice, and, you know, what all I'm communicating and, you know, speaking to overall, you know, I will find ways to improve along the way. So, you know, just bear with me, and I'm always open to feedback. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything crafted up here that we need for unlocking these first 2 tiers, and we'll go from there. See you guys on the other side. All right, so it was quite a little bit of overkill on crafting up some material, but we have a full stack of wire, full stack of cable, full stack of plates, and then some, and a decent amount of iron rods to get us started with some basic production. And go ahead and just pick these up. I don't think I'll be doing anything with the raw material here. But I've gone ahead and created a little shopping list of what we're going to be building, and we're not going to be building all of this right now. We don't have the ability to do so, at the very least, just simply because we don't have the Mark II logistics yet. And go go ahead and just get these locked in place. We're just gonna be doing simple system setup here. Nothing too crazy, and then eventually, you know, we're gonna tear down and move along. But this is just gonna be something to get us some simple iron plates. I think actually what I might end up doing, I have these running plates, and then I'll manually craft iron rods. Because we make what, 20 rods per minute versus 15. Actually, I think it'd be faster if I make the iron rods and I manually craft the plates. But we'll do the plates though, because we're gonna end up needing more of these just for like Mark 1 belts and the like. So just focus on that. I guess actually we do need to acquire some fuel and get that all set up. But I think also what I'm going to do here is I like to, for the hub, we'll set power at each corner. And this kind of allows us, you know, based on wherever we're going, to kind of always have like a pole to pull power from, like so. And we'll just do some localized power as well. Floor's too steep. Maybe it's too high. Now let's see if we can actually have room over here for it. We'll just run a bank of power generators over here. We don't need a lot. That should be more than enough. We'll just go ahead and get these all connected up. Just run that into our main power grid. Oops. Okay. And then this one we can just actually pull off for our copper in that direction there. Just hooked up to our iron real quick. And then once we get this set up, we'll go get some fuel and get everything started. A little bit of clipping, but I'm not too worried about it for right now. So that's all set and ready to go. Go ahead and get our basic copper set up as well. And we'll get this set up. Off in this direction, I guess. Seems pretty good. And to get these all in alignment, I'm just pressing Control for those that are unfamiliar. That way I can just make sure there's no wonky building situation or anything like that. Eventually we'll be getting foundations, so that way everything's running pretty clean. So we're just gonna be producing wire for now. Yep, just need power. And let's go get some fuel. So we'll head over, actually there's some water south of us. Actually, wait, I'm sorry, north of us. I'm getting the directions a little backward. We'll head off in that direction. Get fueled up. So the AI of the creatures, at least for now, it was relatively simple to work around. The creatures that we just fought right there, the ones that spit fire, they have a regular, like they have the ranged attack, which they'll do at range, and then otherwise they have a short range little shotgun burst that they do in front of them. And then these ones, you know, they just simply charge you. But for the guys that shoot fire, you know, if you just close the gap and then, you know, get your 2 jabs in and then back up, or you can just constantly be backing up. They'll just keep doing the little shotgun blast and you should be relatively okay. But so as you can see, I am like rage looting. Shout out to Grog from Vertical Roll. recluding some shrubbery. I just have a macro set up on my mouse that just spams essentially the E button. And this is just a save on the finger. It's exhausting to just constantly have to spam the E button. And this isn't going to like influence me to, you know, not go for coal power, because I'd rather not do this at all. And I'd just rather build more, explore more, etc. So I'm just going to gather up a hefty amount of fuel. That should hopefully get us to the point where we can start using the creatures to make some biofuel and be all set. So just going to go ahead and essentially make this place dry. Okay, I didn't do, you know, too much. I just did this for like maybe 2 minutes, and we got a decent amount. We got, you know, just over 4 stacks of regular leaves. We got almost 3 stacks of wood. Wood is definitely quite efficient. I guess while I'm talking, I should do some more. But the wood burns, you know, a little slower, so you get a little bit more out of it. Eventually, you know, like you'll get access to the chainsaw to actually chop down like full-on trees and whatnot. But I think with what we have here, we should be, you know, pretty set until we actually need to, or until we're able to use the alien drops from the fauna to make some solid biofuel, or biofuel, and then eventually be able to make solid biofuel, which is quite nice, to be honest. It burns for quite a while. So, all right. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and head back with our gains and our grains. Oh, I'm sorry. And then we'll get some light automation started. And I guess while the simple stuff is going, like make wire and whatnot, we will go ahead and manually craft up some of the extracurricular items that we don't exactly have the ability to produce at the moment. But let's get those filled up. I guess we can preemptively get these stored up. We're just going to have them disabled on standby. And we'll tap into them when we need to. Because I definitely don't think we need all of that going at the moment. If we look at our network, so our capacity, oops, you're not connected up, right? Oh no, these are just running. I didn't actually connect these into the actual power grid. Oh, I did. Okay, it just took a second, I guess. Capacity 40, max consumption 26. So yeah, we're totally fine with where we're at now. Everything should be running. A few things will back up. Let's go ahead and see what we need for our first milestone. I think we actually, we need some more rods. We have the wire, which we're also producing. So I'm actually going to craft down this iron ore, turn that into our rods, and get this milestone complete. All right, so we got all of that crafted up. Let's go ahead and do our first milestone. Okay, so we have our splitter available. So what we can probably do is do a little bit more load balancing here now that we have the ability to actually use them. Let's go ahead and just store a few things out of the inventory real quick. Okay. So while we have to wait anyway, let's go ahead and start working on that. We'll just split all this out. Definitely gonna have a little bit of excess stuff in the inventory. That's not that big of a deal. And so let's go up on top of our miner here. Miner's on the other side. Decent view. Logistics. So we'll do 2, 4, 5. Whoops. Let's see, 4 and 5. So we're going to essentially split right away. I'm going to do this kind of close because eventually we can build our Mark II off of here. And so I'm going to kind of preemptively plan for that as well. And so we'll bring splitter off to each side, kind of a decent ways away. Right now we'll just lead it off in the one direction. Up. We'll connect that when we're ready. And so from over here, get our smelters in place. I guess we can do... Just do one in front. I'll just one off to the side. I guess, yeah, we're going to be deconstructing most of this again anyway. Once we have things... once we have foundations unlocked. Well, we can at least make it decently organized for now, I suppose. So from here, we're going to go and do wire. I'm trying to recall. Let's just double check the recipe. So wire is 15 and 15. So we're actually going to want 4 constructors over here. Let's go ahead and actually get some elevation as well. Oops. Wait, what? Interesting. So there's a weird collision as you're going on top. It automatically kicks you off to one side. So yeah, we can just do 1, 2, 3. That's right, we need the reinforced iron plates. So we will just focus on 1 for now. And then we will probably do what? Wire and wire. I guess we can always manually craft some reinforced iron plates as well. So 30, so we got that 15 and 15, and then we can inefficiently, at the very least, produce some wire over here. And do a merger, right? Yeah, do a merger in between. That is too steep. Better.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Okay. So we got wire. I guess if we're doing that, we actually want this to just go straight into storage. Let's see, how much wire do we have after all of that? Not too much. So yeah, we'll just do storage here for right now. So we're making cable. Alright, so I think we're all set. Actually, we need to set this to copper here. And actually do a splitter. Hopefully I left enough room. Okay, good. Copper. We won't actually be able to do... Yeah, we'll need to make some more reinforced iron plates. We need 14. And that should give us enough for everything that we're going to be making. Let's just go ahead and do that and get it out of the way. Make sure we're just doing this right from the start. Pull us back and forth. So we just need to make a handy dandy amount of screws, and eventually we can make some reinforced iron plates. Okay, sorry about that. We got that all sorted out now. So let's just go ahead and get this all set up exactly how we need it. So that'll go off in that direction, and then we're going to go ahead and take 2 more constructors. Do 1 here. And right next to it, probably need a little bit more room, to be honest. Okay, copper ingot, wire. So that's set to make copper cable. Just merge this together here. Oops. It's already set. I believe this one was already set too. Okay. Get some power routed up to all of this. Yeah, we'll just do get power up to these for now. Let's bring this over to here in the middle. And probably do split to this side. We'll do, let's see. All connects up. So we should be off. So nope, we got one more to connect over here. So this will actually run through. Actually, we'll just connect it straight. Yeah, spend the extra resources. Okay, these are all ready to go on standby. It'd be kind of cool, like if they're on standby and you trip a circuit breaker, they automatically kick in. That'd be kind of neat. All right, so we're gonna take this line down as well. Inventory's probably getting, oh, it's not that full. Okay, so a similar system. Gonna do a split right here as close to the miner as possible to conserve as much belt. And from there, actually here, while that's going, we might as well have this operating. Let me first go get that belt in place. And we should be off to the races. All right. Let's get iron complete and we'll probably wrap it up there and then we'll work on getting our Mark II belts next time. So, I have to split twice more. Actually, I think we're just going to do the 2 for now. Because eventually we'll focus on getting the foundations before we go building out the whole scope of things. So we'll just do the split and that'll go into our 2 smelters outright. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and send this forward. And we'll make plates off of one constructor. And these will get binned. And then over here, we'll have this split. Do 2 constructors side by side. These will make rods. And one of these will go into here. And then we're going to do another constructor in front of this one. That'll get binned. And these will be making screws. Won't be very efficient. Because it'll end up backing up a little bit actually. But... oh wait, hold on a second. We can balance this right now. So what we can do is we will have this split. Let's see. Yes. So we'll split here. We'll merge right in front of it. Almost right in front of it. We'll put a merger here as well. Then what we do is we have the 15 rods coming into here. We'll have 5 go this way, 5 go this way, and then 5 go over to here. So that way we're actually getting 20 rods out of the whole system. And we're making rods 100% efficiently. Or, I'm sorry, we're making screws 100% efficiently. And we'll just put storage over here. Like so. So we got screws. Make sure these are all set correctly. Iron rod, iron plate, iron ingot, and ingot. Okay, now we just gotta worry about power. Let's see. And do see, we'll cut this one here, do it up to there, so everything should have power. Okay. So I believe all of that running, we're actually going to need some of these online. Max consumption, okay. Uh-oh. Wait, are these... Oh, curious. Okay. There we go. Capacity is 130. Maybe we can bring one more of these offline, right? Because it's each one's 30. Yeah, okay. We can save a little bit on our fuel. But we have a relatively efficient system going on. Let's go check and see how things are over here. This is looking good. Half a stack of wire. Decent amount of cable. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab this. Let's go look and see what we need for our next milestone. And if we're all set, then go ahead and queue that up. And then we're also going to need to, probably once we get Mark II logistics unlocked, probably also put in a little system for concrete. I guess it makes sense. There's nothing really over here. We just literally started that up. Let's see what we're going to need for Mark II logistics. Okay, so we're going to have to manually craft some reinforced iron plates. Gonna need to get some concrete going too. 300 rods and 300 plates, that's not too bad. So, but this will be our goal. And go ahead and call it there. Well, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know I definitely am optimistic about this approach to, rediscovering my love for the game. I had a lot of fun starting from the beginning. Kind of picking the bike back up and relearning a few things. So if you did like the video, please feel free to leave a like. It does help out the channel. If you want to see more content in the future, be sure to subscribe if you're not already. And please, I absolutely would love to have some feedback. Let me know what worked, what didn't, what was funny, what was awful. And I will do my best to improve along the way. This is definitely going to be a process, and I hope you guys will join me on this journey. But with that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.